So, hi, my name is René Islas. I'm the Executive Director of the National Association for Gifted Children. I'm here with Sally Reis, who's winning a big award today.
Thank you.
Distinguished award in our association, really for almost a full career of achievement and contributions to our association. So, thank you for that. Some of the things that you've been really involved in, besides being a board member for many years and contributing as a volunteer, and of course the outstanding research that I cite almost every day about the entry into kindergarten and how much a student knows on the first day. Is that about, tell me the number, 50
Well,
to 60?
usually what we found in the research that we've done is that gifted and talented students know at least half, sometimes up to 70-80% of their content before they have to spend a year learning it. So a reason that curriculum compacting is so necessary.
How about acceleration? It's kind of a hot topic. Parents think that redshirting is good, and they think their child will be smarter, bigger, faster, stronger.
Well, curriculum compacting is a form of acceleration, and I would simply say to parents that are redshirting because they believe that they're boys mainly, it's mainly for boys, are going to be better athletes, that very, very few, proportionately few kids go into athletics, and if they're smart and they're high potential, what you always want to make sure that bright kids have is the opportunity to develop effort and learn work ethic, so self-regulation and work. And the biggest problem over the 35 years that I've spent in gifted education has been that too many bright kids, smart kids, gifted kids go to school, and the work that they encounter is too easy, and therefore they really never learn a lot about effort. So academic work needs to be challenging as well as opportunities for extracurricular activities and sports.
So we're building virtues of fortitude and persistence and those kinds of
Persistence,
things.
self-regulation, effort, work habits, those things are critical. And most underachievement, we know from longitudinal research that we've done, most underachievement of gifted and talented students happens because they never really learn to work. And if we can have them understand what effort is in some sustained way in elementary school, it's much less likely that they will achieve in secondary school.
So my wife and I, as parents, have to remind our son definitely to work harder.
Yeah, well, they have to be given, it's not really, unfortunately, it's hard for parents to do that if the school situation is so easy. So, parents can contribute to learning self-regulation and motivation by having kids take ballet lessons or music lessons or things outside of school. But if you spend, 7 or 8 hours a day in a situation where you never have to work, you think being smart means that you don't have to work. And it's a very mistaken and wrong perception on the part of a lot of kids, because then when they have to work, they think, oh, I'm not smart. My parents were wrong, my teachers were wrong. When really what they're doing is they're encountering what lots of other young people encounter much earlier.
So parents have a lot to do with it, obviously, as the first educators, but schools have a role too.
A huge role. In fact, the way that you look at the development of gifts and talents in children is really a joint responsibility. Parents can do a great deal, but if schools are not providing some level of challenge and some level of opportunity for students to learn continuous progress and to encounter engaging, challenging work that makes them think, then in a lot of cases you've got, you have one leg of a three-legged stool, which is the parent, the school, and obviously the child himself or herself.
Well, you've done a lot of work to help school systems through federal policy, through local policy, make sure that they're attending to the needs of gifted and talented children. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the work that you've done through UConn, with UConn, to get some exciting federal advocacy initiatives moving?
Well, I was legislative chair of the National Association for Gifted Children during a very exciting time, probably one of the best times, I think, and that was when we were able to pursue the Javits funding after a long drought of federal funding. I worked with many, many talented people and many people on the board. I was very active in this also when I was president of the organization and as a board member, and I continue to be. I've been very blessed because I work at a university that appreciates gifted education and talent development. UConn has been very generous in terms of letting us use our legislative resources to lobby effectively, to bring us to Washington, to get us meetings with the the Office of Education and also all of our senators. So I can honestly say that just about every congressional member of the Connecticut delegation knows us and is very willing to step up and help us advocate for the organization as well as for the things that we believe in for gifted education.
So thank you for your leadership in the association and all the roles that you've played and within the university as well. I know that you've moved on to some administrative roles and leadership responsibilities that you now have at the university. You're bringing that same kind of focus on talent development and the pedagogical strategies that work for gifted kids into the university arena. Tell me about that.
Right. Well, it's been really exciting. I'm currently serving as Vice Provost for Academic Affairs. I have honors and enrichment under me, which of course is exciting, but I also have the Institute for Student Success. And many, as you said, many of the talent development strategies in our field are beneficial not just for gifted and talented students, but for high potential students who go to UConn. So we look at a strength-based pedagogy whenever we can. I'll give you one example of that. We started a program called the Idea Grants, where students, instead of working like I did in the summer as a lifeguard or a waitress, can actually apply for money in the summer to do something that's that they're passionate about, to go work in Ethiopia, to get involved with Engineers Without Borders. One example of a very exciting opportunity that we did, one student that got an Idea Grant actually created a film on the Society of the White Rose, which is a group of students that actively fought the Nazi regime and actually were all killed. And so he did a beautiful film, and he got the grant. He went to Germany, interviewed people, he went to their graves, and the film has now been purchased by people all over the United States. So we're really proud of this opportunity. A lot of this is really Joe Renzulli's concept of Type 3s and bringing that Type 3 impact upon audience to college. So I've been very, very pleased to have the opportunity to take some of this pedagogy and extend it to the university level.
Well, it's exciting that you are taking all of your leadership and continuing it beyond an AGC and into the entire field. So thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.